Hey dudes, John here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make an outro. Okay, so if you guys go to any of our videos here, let's go to here. Let's click on this one here. Go to the very end of the video. Let's wait till this ad ends. But once the video is up, we go into our title screen right here, where it basically asks you to subscribe. It shows some of our content down below. Then it has a video playing that you can click on for another video for you to watch, right? I'm going to show you guys how we go through the effort of making these outro videos over here. So first, we're going to start off in Photoshop. So you're going to start off with any kind of photo editing software because you want to create something that's unique to you. And this is one that we use for Command Z. Then I can show you guys how there's a couple different ways of doing the screen. One of them is this really basic way. I took a picture of me out of one of my videos, and for my intro video, I changed the colors around a little bit just so it looks odd, so it looks a little interesting. And then I added a bunch of text. I added the thank you for watching, watch more videos here, watch more videos here. You can see there's no video there. You add that in Premiere or Sony Vega or any of those other softwares that you may be using to edit your video. So I'm going to show you guys how you do that after you create your little splash screen here. First and foremost, you're going to make sure that this screen here is the proper size. So you go to your image size. You're going to create a new file that's going to be 1920 by 1080. You can keep the resolution at 72, which keeps it nice and low for the internet. So I also added the little subscribe button here, and you link these in the annotations at the very end after you upload to YouTube. I'm not going to get into that part. I'm just going to show you guys how you make the actual video, the actual end credit or outro, as we call it, for YouTube. All right. So this is my basic image here. I'm going to go File. I'll go File, Save As, and save it as either a JPEG or a PNG. PNG files are better, especially when you have a window open, and I'll show you what I mean by window. So if I were to take this right here, and I want a specific file size, so I'm going to take my whole entire image here. I'm going to go Control A, Control C, and Control V, or Command V, and then I'm going to say Command T. So this is an actual HD size screen. This would be a video size that I would output from YouTube. So if I take this little chunk here, I'm going to apply that size to it. So this is the size I want my next video to be. It's going to roughly be about that big right there, right? Then I can take my marquee tool on my other image, my image layer 1 over here, and, whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. Actually, go to my image 2 over here, and I can select the outside of this. And I can go select inverse, and it's just going to select this little box here where this video is. I can remove this video. It's not really what I'm showing. And I can click on the main image in the background. I can just say delete. And that creates like a hollow spot where you can drop a video behind it if you want to create some kind of frame or something. I don't in this particular instance. I'll show you what I mean by that. For our Ethan and Liam HD outros, we do it that way. But for this one, I just leave it kind of an open spot. This is an easier way to do things for the outro videos. The other way is a little more complicated, but this way here is fairly straightforward. So anyway, so I go ahead and I file save this as a PNG file, call it whatever you want, whatever your channel is, _outro, and then you export it into your library. Then you can import it into Premiere, or like I said, Sony Vega or any of the other editing software you may be using at home. So anyway, so I've created my file here at this point. Again, you can use any image in the background. Just make sure it's not copyrighted. Make sure it's your content. Or if it is something that's copyrighted, make sure you alter it so much that no one can really make sense of it. Otherwise, then no one can really nail you for copyright if it's like a photo or something like that. Just make sure you alter it enough to where you don't get dinged for it. Okay, so this is basically my outro screen for Command Z. And then I'm going to go into Premiere. Premiere, I have my one main file that I include all my stuff in is called include. And so I import that. I press Command I, and I include the file that I want to bring in. So this folder here happens to have my outros for both Ethan and Liam HD and for Command Z and for Apocalypse TV as well. So I kind of show you the two different ways of doing things. So imagine you have here, I'm going to go Command I or imports. I'm going to say we'll do this video that we just did right here. So we have our it's actually TU46, not TU47, but we had this video here. This is a completed video. And imagine this being our entire video here. Okay, so I have my video. Say I'm finished with my video. I'm all done editing. Now I want to do an outro because it just goes to right? So it just goes to it goes to that, right? So it goes to that. It just ends the video, and that's not what I want. I want to actually create an outro. I don't want it just to go to black screen. So now I'm going to bring in my outro. So for Ethan and Liam HD, we have a specific image. I have this PNG file that I bring in, and it is this file here. You can see there's got this black window. This black window is actually transparent. It's clear, and I drop a video in behind it, only because I want the ethanandliamhd.com to pop up in front of it, and I want this watch more videos to pop up in front of the video as well. And then I also have our outro track here, which was made for us a while back. And I always tone this down like a lot because it's really loud. It was made very loud for us. I need to re-output it, but you can see it goes. So, yeah. Anyway, so I got my outro ready to go here, but now I want the video to put in the background, right? So I'm going to say Command-I or import, and I'm going to find a video that I want to import. So I'm going to say, how about this Tinker's Construct video that we did a while back? You can import the entire video, because if you're going to try to find a clip of a video, it becomes too complicated. You're going to create the clip here. So I'm going to take my video here. I'm going to actually put it into the layers over here. I'm going to put it at the very end of the video. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to find a portion of video that I want to showcase for that 10 seconds. Now, my outros are only 10 seconds long. Some people use 20 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever you really want. It doesn't really matter. People are not going to stick around for that long after the video is up. Anyhow, 10 seconds is usually a pretty average time frame for an outro. So say I want this portion of the video. I'm going to clip this right here by just dragging it in. On Sony Vega, you might have to hit different commands, but I think you can do the same thing. You can grab the end of the video and you can shrink it down to the portion you want. So I'm going to bring it over here to the very end of the video. And actually, I'm going to remove the audio from it because all I want is my music to show up. I don't want the audio. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock the layer that has just the video. That's the top portion. You can see the bottom portion here. That's the audio. I don't want any of the audio popping in because I just want the music to show up. So I'm going to select the audio only because the top layer is locked, right? The video layer is locked. So I can select the audio layer on that clip only, and I can say delete. And it's going to remove it. So now all I have is audio. So if I unlock it right now, I have audio. It's totally silent, right? If I hit play, there is no audio on there. So this is the section I want. I'm going to zoom in, and then I'm going to bring it in to underneath here. But you're going to notice it's just a portion of it that's showing up because it's full screen. So I'm going to click away from where the outro is towards the end of the video where this is part it's not going to show up. And I'm going to select the frame. So you've got it select. You can see the selection boxes over here. And I'm going to go to motion and I'm going to go to scale. On Sony Vega, I think it does have a scale option as well, but the options are a little bit different. So you may have to go through the effort of finding your scale. Make sure the scale is locked right here. See how it says uniform scale? You don't want the height and the width to get obscured to where it doesn't look like a 1080 video anymore. And I'm going to grab the corner here. Actually, I'm going to go over my screen right here. I'm going to grab the corner here. I know what size it is, but that's besides the point. I'm going to show you guys how you bring this down. So I'm going to bring this down. It's going to stay uniform. See how the height and the width, no matter where I grab the corner, it doesn't change. It stays the same scale. The video size changes, but the scale stays the same. And I'm going to drag it up to where it's behind the video. See how you only see behind that spot? Because that spot there is transparent in the PNG file, not a JPEG. So now I put it right in the right position, and I can click away. Now I have that portion of the video I want to showcase. Now I can click on this video again. This is the back video, the little video that I want to play at the very end. I'm going to click that. I'm going to clip it. Oops, cancel. I'm going to clip it. On Premiere, it's Command K. And I'm going to select that portion and delete it. And I'm going to bring in just the portion of the video I'm outputting. So now it's going to end something like this. And that's what you get. You basically get a finished outro. We only have one video in ours. We used to have 4, and it's so much work to even add just the one video. I know it looked like it was really, really fast right here. It does go quickly, but you have to remember, you still have to do annotations on this after the fact. You have to create the link in YouTube after the fact. You create the boxes and create a link and all that other good stuff in YouTube. And we'll do a whole separate video on annotations another time, but for the time being, at least you can see how you create the video and you can do the annotations on your own, or you can look those up. But we're going to do another video on annotations if you guys are interested. If you guys let me know in the comment section below that you guys want to know how to do annotations properly, I'd be more than happy to show you guys how to do this. You can also, there's also other things, new features in YouTube that you can use this a little bit for here. Now, this is set up, for us, it's set up so I can change the video every single time to something else. Some people want to do a same video over and over again. I don't know, see the point of that. And some people just don't want a video at all. Some people just want a splash screen at the end. And that's easy enough to do. All you really have to do is, you know, to turn off that portion there and just create a regular end credit. So if I were to bring in my Command Z one, like I just showed you guys a second ago, that one is a lot easier. So if I go to, see, and here is our, okay, so I imported our Command Z file here. And you can see, well, let me minimize that. You can see that it's really, really basic. And if I were to take the same file here and put it underneath it, you won't see it because it's behind it. So this one here, I got to put it on top. See how this layer is? So you got the layer of the video. The reason why I put this portion here, this portion has to be on top of this layer here. If it's, this is the splash screen. So if I turn this off, and then the bottom is the actual video. Now, doing it with my Command Z one, it's a lot different. So I can bring this on top, which is the video I want to showcase, and then the Command Z splash screen on the bottom. So in this instance, I want to bring my video in, and I can place it anywhere I want to. The video is going to be a little bit smaller, and it doesn't have a border or anything on there, but I can place it like anywhere in this general area. So if I have a different size video or something, I can just place it anywhere. It makes it a lot easier to do. You can just shrink it down and just kind of place it anywhere, and it kind of does the same thing. So I just noticed a friend was doing it the other day, and he did it where it was overlaid on top. And again, it's just the order in which you place the layers. The layer on the bottom is going to be the layer on the furthest back, and the layer on top is going to be the most furthest forward. So if you have multiple videos, say I wanted to do another, let's see here, we have another video. We can do this TU47 video, really. We can place that one on top too. We can shrink it down as well. And say you had multiples of the same size, like I want to put it over my face or over here, and you had two videos playing at the same time, you can just basically go through and cut that and make it the same length. Again, lock it and delete the audio if you don't want to hear the audio. And now I got two videos playing at the same time. And you can do that 4, 6, or whatever you really want to. Again, in annotations, it becomes really complicated the more you do, only because you end up spending more time in annotations than you do at the end credits of the video. There you go, dudes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys did, don't forget to smash that like button down below. It's greatly appreciated. And while you're at it, if you can click that little subscribe button right there, it helps the channel out a great deal. And while you're at it, if you click the little bell, it turns on notifications, lets you dudes know when we upload our video. So until next time, guys, see ya!